He has the surveys done, but he doesn't have a, here comes Andy.
Hi, Andy.
Hey, how you doing?
Good, you?
Where should I sit?
Right there is good.
None of those two people are coming tonight, so the table's all yours.
Oh, they're not coming?
No, that's for council. So you're safe over there.
Well,
I have something for you. I left it in my office.
Thank you.
I'll be right back.
Could be.
Okay.
How's things at Prairie Hill, Andy?
good. We're finally wrapping things up.
Yeah.
Got a little, some things gotta wait outdoor wise, we gotta do yet for the springtime, but,
Yeah.
hopefully in about 2 weeks, we should be completely done with the renovation.
Yeah, that's great.
So we just have some, touch-ups and all that stuff, which will probably take us to the middle part of February.
Yeah. How's occupancy these days?
Right now, it's very good.
Good.
It's been very slow since we were hit in April, but,
Yeah.
it's picked up significantly in the last 5-6 weeks.
Yeah. I'm sure you're tired of this question, but do you have any active COVID cases there right now, or are you guys clean?
Well,
Well, this is John.
the only active ones we may
Jim.
have are the ones that we are admitting, and we're admitting them into a
Well, we do that every time,
wing.
but right on the front of the agenda, it says in person for members,
But there's
by Zoom
otherwise,
teleconference for the public.
they're coming from the hospital, they've already been stabilized, so.
Yeah, right, they're kind of coming here to rehab.
Right, they're not new cases. And we test twice a week,
Can
which
you,
we've been doing, thank you.
Okay. Did you guys get your shots yet?
I sent you a PDF.
well, I sent this out on Thursday,
First
so.
round, we did 2 weeks ago, we're doing second round, I think next week,
All right, great.
yeah.
Most of your employees take it, or do you have a few that didn't want it? Or more than a few, probably.
More than a few,
Yeah, that's amazing to me.
it's Geauga County.
Well, I guess that's not amazing to me, but man, the minute I'm ready, I'm taking it.
Probably, 80% of our residents.
Okay.
took it.
I apologize.
Oh, took it or didn't?
Did take it,
Okay.
yeah. And probably about
Okay.
40% of us had.
Well, if we don't have a quorum, then,
Yeah.
you know, we'll have to push it to next
The
month.
staff wouldn't want it working around it all, you know, but.
No, they've been working around it now, they're not.
Well, we're getting started in 2 minutes,
Tell us
so
about it.
I don't think you should worry about it.
Yeah.
No one else
Actually,
is
still pretty,
declined, so.
in a
All right, very good.
positive way, I should say, in
Bye.
a careful way, I should say, helpful.
Yeah.
I mean, what we know today is totally different than what we knew
Isn't that?
Right.
4 or 5 months ago.
I know.
Yeah.
What we
Because
did
we thought it
from
was
the
no.
health bill today is totally different than what they do.
Yeah. Yeah, a friend of mine was in the hospital with COVID out in Indiana, and he was in there for like 3 weeks, ICU, never a ventilator, but he's in there a long time, and the doctors told him like 4, they thought they lost him twice, but he came back.
You thought it was a Zoom meeting.
This was like in August, I wanna say, they told him, they said.
I mean, it says it right on the agenda.
But, you know, they've learned how to prolong it. and
I
fight
send the
it.
instructions out
Yeah.
just in case things
Totally
change,
different.
you know?
I mean, when we went through it in April, they call, or Columbus ODH, they would throw their hands up. Whatever you do sounds good to us,
Yeah.
so.
How you doing, Tom?
Yeah, we live in Jackson County, we're loading dirt up and moving
Good.
on.
Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year. Is Lindbergh coming tonight, do you know?
He's not, he's out on the down.
Have you heard from Carissa?
Thought it was a Zoom meeting. What about
I haven't heard from Carissa, so.
Is Lindbergh zooming in, or he's just not here?
No, no.
So, well, we can make a motion to go to council with 2 and you, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
can't we don't?
With
Two
2 of
of
us,
me,
then,
and we vote to take things to council?
okay. You guys all ready now? I'm gonna go ahead and hit record.
Yeah, make sure when you're talking that you turn your mic on, you talk into it because the recording is on, so that the people can hear the meeting.
Andy needs a mic.
Don't worry, I haven't pushed record yet. We'll get all set up here.
It's already recording.
Ah. All right, we're going to go ahead and call the Planning and Zoning meeting to order, January 12th, 2021. Leslie, would you take the roll, please?
Garlic,
Yes.
Klein,
Yes.
Lindberg, Dietrich, Schaefer.
All right, do we have any additions or deletions this evening?
No, Mr. Chairman.
I do have an addition, John. I got a call from Chuck White regarding his relocation of Jennifer's and the offices in the back.
Okay.
So I want to talk about that at some point tonight.
That'd be fine.
All right, I'll make that number 2 under new business. There's nothing under old business. We have no public hearings tonight. Oh, we have the minutes from December 8th. Not a lot to it, but they looked good to me. Anybody else want to make a motion if you've read them?
So move.
Second. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed?
I'll have to abstain, I wasn't present.
Very good. All right, new business, number 1, proposed lots consolidation for Briar Hill, approximate 4.2 acre site at 14800 through 14820 North State Avenue, comprised of parcels 19-055200, 055000, 055400, and 012500. John?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chairman. Well, I've been, as you all know, we worked real close with Andy on Briar Hill's new addition across the street from this site. And so I've worked with Andy to look at a couple different concepts, probably within the last year and a half. We looked at a couple renditions, and comes a time now where, you know, he wants to assemble the properties together so that he can take it to the next level of development for the project.
All right. And this has all gone through what processes so far as the county and everything else?
I'm sorry, I didn't catch the last part of it.
Where are we at on the processes as far as going to the county and submitting and doing all that?
There hasn't been any submittals that I know to the county.
Just here to make sure we're okay with it.
We don't have a drawing as of yet, so he's here for, what I would think the motion would be, it would be subject to your review with the conditions that the village engineer approve it, as well as the county, so.
Andy, anything you want to say?
I figured the first steps was lot consolidation. Our ultimate desire is to build a cluster of independent living cottages, making a tiny little village in there, if you will, and a 28-bed memory care unit in the back. So our goal right now is lot consolidation, the 4 properties mentioned. We would like to start probably end of February renovating the 3 homes that we have on there, gutting 2 of them out, Bontrager's in the corner lot, and then refacing all 3 of them. So, and converting them, well, 1 already is an independent living cottage, but converting the other 2 into independent living cottages. And then we would, in February, I hope to have a site plan to submit for February's meeting to show the construction of 1 or 2 of the beginning of our independent living cottages. Independent living cottages would be like a duplex ranch style look that are approximately 1,300 square foot, would have an attached garage, 2-bedroom, kitchen, things like that. And it'd be independent living with services for the senior population.
So all the existing buildings up front, those would all remain, but you said you're going to reface them, like?
Well,
Paint
two of them
roofs.
get gutted and renovated. And the other, well, all three of them get finished, exterior refinish.
Yeah, exciting and,
Siding, some stonework like we did next door, landscape, things like that. Thank you.
yeah.
Not totally done yet. We got a little bit more yet to do, but then hopefully it'll be done. Thank you.
So John, what's the current zoning on those parcels? What's the current zoning?
General commercial.
How does that work with residential type development for density and everything else? Dave, can you help on that? We're gonna treat this like a PUD?
Yeah, I mean, we could treat it that way. We could also treat it as a conditional use, if you wanna do that. There are different approaches we would take to it.
So,
You might need rezoning.
I just say I'm concerned about density. I'm concerned about density. You know, if he wants to develop the property, it can't be, 85 houses per acre.
No, we're talking like 16 units total.
I just wonder if we could maybe do, perhaps a residential PUD type scenario. That might be a better fit. Yeah, I think
I think you'd have to play it by ear as you.
Andy, when you say 1,300 square feet on a duplex, is that for both units?
Yeah.
Each unit would be 1,300 square foot.
Because otherwise, I think you're.
Under the square footage requirement.
I will have a site plan for you for the next February meeting.
So with the process of rezoning the property, well, how does that fit in the flow of?
Well, that obviously needs to go to council, but, we probably need to get that rolling pretty quickly, in terms of timing. I mean, we can do some of the stuff, at the same time before you actually break ground on something, but, what's your timing on actually starting?
Sometime in the spring.
Plenty of time.
Right? What is it zoned across the street?
When I say sometime in the spring, as of right now,
Okay.
we're planning on doing one or two actual new units. We're starting the rehab of the existing, probably realistically end of February, early March. And we'd like to construct one or two of the duplexes in the late spring and see how they go.
The issue is we need to have all that done regardless if he builds 1, 2, or 10, right?
Well, you don't need to have rezoning to do anything with the existing.
No,
ones.
but if he wants to build a couple new units,
Yeah, you need.
we've got to have that done. So I mean, the process is,
Rezoning done before you can break ground on the.
I don't want to make it sound difficult. I just want to make sure we know what to do.
Right.
When it's general commercial across the street, Leslie just said, where the nursing home is, does that make sense currently
Is that
then?
conditional use?
No, we-
The nursing home is, yeah, that's what I'm saying, but now we're going to two-family,
Right.
duplexes. It's like, it's a little different. It's not a facility. It's not a facility, it's a house.
I just didn't know if we should rezone that at the same time and group it all, or what, so I just want to make sure.
we got rid of the conditional use for a lot of reasons. We changed the nursing home to use the general commercial, so. We avoid the conditional use, because that could be problematic with all the public hearing.
Okay. One, to rezone these parcels, what does that entail? We suggest it to council. You have to have public hearings for that. And then council,
And Andy, what's the one parcel that's not in blue, is that your parcel as well?
Yeah, actually, I think that's a little strip that belongs to the village.
It's right away, I think.
It's a right-of-way.
Oh, okay, so.
Probably only 10
John, you listed 6 parcels on this sheet, and you circled 4 of the 6. Is that right? Where's the other 2?
That was the application. There's only 4.
Where's the other 2 parcels? I couldn't find them on this map.
There's only 4. that he's consolidating.
I know, but Pierce Street Properties owns two more. Where the heck are they?
Oh, one's on Button Street and one's on Pierce Street.
Okay, they're across the street.
So it wouldn't be on this map then?
Yeah,
No.
I just couldn't find them. I thought it seemed odd. I'm not sure that's legal, is it? To call them Pierce Street when they're not on Pierce Street?
Pierce Street Properties on Button.
In the vicinity of Pierce Street.
Well, yeah, and I know me, I don't have any issue with the lot consolidation, obviously, because, fixing up the homes, building new, I mean, you've taken this whole corner over here and made it more pretty, beautiful, and it'll just be another continuation of that.
So in February, what do you think you're gonna do when you come here? Gonna show us a site plan,
Yeah,
build out?
yes, what would you like? I can.
I think we need to see it build out. I don't want to see you get two and we say, you think you can have 10, you can only have 8. Be nice.
No, I would show you a full site.
And how about the exterior remodels? You gonna show us anything on that? You said stonework, so everybody got excited. It'd be nice to see it, I think. Helps sell the rest of it to me.
Well, we'll
I
need,
can do that.
we'll need to plan, John, will need to be prepared to do a rezoning recommendation at that point and get that to council.
Our PUD is the way to go. It gives the flexibility for
But we need to make sure that what he's planning still fits within our PUD, without variances or without any significant variances, so we can get it done. Because then council has to consider it, there has to be public hearing,
Is a public hearing at council?
yeah. Planning commission can waive a public hearing, but council has to have a public hearing, and so you've got timing issues.
So council is 2 days after this, next month. Can we do a public hearing at that council meeting?
No, you have to have 30 days notice, so
Well, we
council
got-
has to have the
We got-
first meeting, and then 30 days notice, and second meeting, and then you got 30 days before it can become effective.
I think next month's council's on like the 8th or something.
That's a good time frame. 60 days? He's not gonna do anything until April anyhow.
It's the 11th next month, council, so that's not even 30 days from today, or it's almost exactly. So-
And then,
I'd like to move forward with this, but we're not in a rush.
We can't compress it past the legal requirements. I mean, and we'll do what we can to compress it, but,
I could start the rehab.
yeah, that's no problem. Right, right.
Yeah, as long as any site work is not inconsistent with GC zoning, he's fine. It's just the duplex piece of it.
Right.
The new duplex piece of it has to be rezoned, but anything else we can, treat as pre-existing non-conforming.
Good, what,
Right.
Right. You're gonna have employees in the 28 memory bed thing, parking for all of that. Because originally, you were gonna have some parking over here, but now that you've put in that parking, you don't need this anymore? Okay.
I saw a plan a couple years ago that had a senior center incorporated into it, and that's all gone away?
oh, we're pretty much using, that's our base model. It's being tweaked, has been tweaked a couple of times. So we probably wouldn't put a senior, well, I don't know, we would like to put some type of a clubhouse on there for the seniors that are living in the homes. That would have a place for eating, exercise, and lounge.
that might
Right.
On here, but that's down the road, so.
Yeah.
I get John the site plan in a couple of weeks. Do you think it,
Look at it next P and Z meeting. Is that good?
yeah, yeah, I'm just wondering if, after you look at it, you might say, well, better just keep it general commercial, but,
I think a new duplex is out as general commercial.
okay.
Build a duplex could be sold as a residence at some point. I mean, it really can't be in a GC.
For what purposes, Tom?
Unless you wanted to take part of this, and have a general commercial and part of it is.
Maybe when we see his plan, we'll
Yeah,
make that determination.
but if we consolidate the whole thing tonight,
Then it's gonna have to be one thing.
we have to split it again.
Yeah.
Well, if we were to do that, we probably would split it completely different.
Yeah, then 4 long slices, you'd,
So you'd have to consolidate it anyways, to have a kind of a clean slate and reconfigure.
The lots now are like pencil, design. So it's difficult to build just on one lot because they're so narrow.
And the entry way off of Clear Creek is another problem, so. That has to be a special council permission,
Okay.
and that impacts other stuff down the road. We have the money to do that so far.
yeah, they're an ODOT. Is there, do you think there's much need for ambulances over that way with the memory care unit? Like, is that like over here, it's a daily occurrence, 1 or 2, is that?
No, it wouldn't, I mean, would we have a need for an ambulance? Yes. Would it be like next door? It wouldn't even be half, even be a,
Occasional. Okay. Because that to me would almost make more sense coming in and off of Terra Creek, if we did go that route. Well, so what do we need to do tonight then?
Nothing, right?
If we're gonna consolidate, I mean, unless you think you might not wanna consolidate everything and leave something open.
Well, like Dave just said, though, if he's gonna, it's 4 narrow slices right now, if they end up cutting it this way, it almost needs to become 1 and then cut in half later. Like consolidate it all into 1 now, and then if he wants to portion it off later, split it.
It's running the wrong way.
Right.
So, so maybe it makes some sense to consolidate now and then figure out later if we do something else, and that might be down the road a year or more. So maybe consolidate it now.
That's what I would think.
Yeah,
I,
there's no harm in that now.
Does consolidation keep it really a flat, doesn't it have to go to the council to get finalized? Yeah, but it does have to go to the engineer, so. Yeah. So that takes some, that's gonna take some time and some engineering work to put that down, and that, if that's not already surveyed, they're gonna have to get the. So might as well get that done and get that out of the way.
weird little slice that Akron owns right there. There's nothing on that land, right? That little square that they have that's landlocked to the
Yeah,
trail?
we talked to them. I think Leslie maybe talked to them, or we talked to them about selling, but
They don't want to sell it?
they said it's sold. They're selling the leases on it.
Hmm.
I think everything they have is leveraged to the max.
Yeah.
So they can't sell 1 tire off the car, or they repo the car.
Yeah. That's crazy, because that land's just going to sit there for decades, centuries. It's just nothing to do with it. It's 1.7 acres, though. All right, well, I would make a motion then to approve the lot consolidation of these 4 lots.
I'll second.
All right, all in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Congratulations, you now have one lot. Yeah, there you go. All right, well, good luck.
Nice seeing you. Happy New Year.
All right, zoning inspectors report. John, anything particular to point out on there?
I think the mayor had something he wanted.
Oh,
to-
that's right, I'm sorry. New business number 2, Chuck White and relocations. This is over by the electronic place?
Right.
Okay.
So I think if I remember correctly, or was informed correctly, Giorgio's, when they moved from one location to the other, we didn't charge them a new permit fee because it was the existing business in the village. Is that correct?
We charged them an occupancy permit, but we didn't charge them for their sign relocation.
Okay. So I guess, I'll tell you what the two issues are, and we can talk about how to fix it or don't fix it. He has offices in the back that have temporary, here's an example, a guy from Glen Valley, he's working from home, he's driving his family crazy. He wants to try an office for a month and see if it works out, financially and logistically and blah, blah, blah. So he's gonna pay an occupancy permit. Next month, that guy's out and Scott moves in because he's doing the same thing, and he's gonna get hit with another occupancy permit. It's like, so he gets $150 a month rent out of it, and you're parting him $200 for a permit. It's like, it just doesn't work.
What if we just said the space was, open business space?
So I think once you get the
Like they do in
permit, it should
Solon.
apply to that space, not to the person.
Well, I mean, the use of the space can be shared business space, kind of like, they have it in Solon, it's called Cube Space. And it's just when you have a small business, you're a single, sole proprietor, you can go in there, use it for X many hours a week. And then, another business is in there X many hours a week. So it's kind of like, you don't have to redo it. You only have one fire inspection, until the use itself changes.
That's what I'm saying. We should put it in so the space is covered. People move in and out of it, the space is the space.
I don't see why we couldn't just do that under the application, have Chuck fill it out, do one for a business office space, just general business office space in that unit, have the inspection done, and then just run it under that.
So I
Tom,
think
am I wrong?
that work for you? Right.
If it's an office use
If it turns into a meat locker, it's got to pay again.
or
Right,
retail or.
right. Right. Okay, I'll take care of that. So
He
he's
should
coming
have
down
called.
tomorrow to see you with his permits thing. So the other thing is Jennifer's, who's going to move from here to there,
Wait, move from her place.
a place here out the by Radio Act, where the, what was in there? The bow shop? The bow shop.
Okay.
Jog a bow. So he said he looked on a sheet of $700 for her to go from there to there.
We can waive some of those. I haven't even talked to anybody.
He just looked at the sheet and he said, how does
Oh,
this work? And I
yeah.
said, well, I think we waived it for Giorgio's, and I was in error. I thought we waived the occupancy because they moved from up there to down there.
I did do it for across the street, so if you want to have one of them give me a call, we can go through it, and I can see what really
He's
needs
gonna
to
come
be
down tomorrow.
done.
He's gonna come down tomorrow,
Oh, yeah.
the property owner. So work through it with him.
Okay.
A new business to me in town is one thing. A relocation is a different thing. It's not like they shouldn't be treated as a new business. They're just, for reasons they want to stay in Middlefield, which is we want. And the space works better for them, so we should work with them. So, do you hear that, John?
It sounds good.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
okay.
mentioned $700. I don't know where $700
He was looking at a sheet and he said, looks like $700. I said, I have no idea. So
It's not a new building. I mean, it's an existing space. So,
make it equitable for them. I don't care how you do it.
yeah, I mean, I see a
We
zoning
use the
exemption.
El Hombre as the thing, so unless there's a new sign with a gigantic change, there probably isn't going to be anything for Jennifer's. The office space will probably have the regular occupancy to just make that a new space.
Yeah, I see like a zoning exemption because they're not expanding the space, they're building out an existing space, so, you know, you don't have to pay again for something that's already been, you know, it's a $50 zoning exemption, and then, you know, an occupancy, and if she does if they do a sign, we'll have to deal with that, you know, because, you know, it's a little bit of a architectural design issue with doing a sign on that building, just the way that it is set up. There is you know, a multi-tenant sign in the front, which is kind of maxed out, but there might be an opportunity to co-locate another sign on there, but I'd have to see how the code reads. I mean, you know, we react to what's being proposed, and if there's, you know, nothing being proposed, then I can mention opportunities, but, you know, they would have to be open to that too, and we're open to discovery and what can be done.
I say, I don't think it should be permit-free, but I just think you should make it so it makes sense. So it's not like something new coming in and, you know, it's somebody that's been contributing to this village for years over here, wants to move there, let's make it sure it's attractive for them to do that. All right.
Sounds good.
All right, very good. All right, zoning inspectors report. John, anything of note?
He's pretty much, you know, we got some outstanding occupancies for the residents that were applied for, and working with the village engineer to get the final grading report in, but all documents on our end have been sent to the village engineer. And we just got a application in Woodsong for a new house today, so hopefully we'll get that permit out tomorrow. We got it done pretty fast, so. And then in regards to, we're pretty much closing out the year on violation notices, and the ones that are in purple as well as black are gonna transfer over to this year. And then, you know, we'll just be working directly to get those taken care of when the weather gets better, so. And then, you know, the dirty siding stuff, we had some success last year in getting that stuff done, and there's just two remaining, so.
Okay.
I try to use my enforcement skills, and but also, you know, given the times and what we're dealing with, keeping everybody healthy.
Right.
Also be accommodating to, you know, I really like to get some dialogue with them, and, you know, work on timelines, and,
Right.
you know, render any technical assistance that I could provide.
Yeah, we're not trying to be the Gestapo here. We're just
Yeah, I
trying to
don't-
keep the village clean and nice looking, and you know,
Correct.
working with people is certainly fine.
Yeah, extend the hand versus, you know, any other,
Club.
correct.
Where are we on Fritzger's?
Yeah, that property falls in and out of compliance. I think what we need, they need a letter
It's
from,
falling out again. I thought we had something to put some teeth in that, to really slam them with a fine.
yeah, a letter from the prosecutor. I'm not even gonna write them anything, just,
Was it on its way?
it isn't, but it can be. Okay,
Like somebody backed up with a dump truck and dumped it in the front yard up there. It's like,
it's a mess, it really is, and it, you know, they have a structure out back that's kind of caved in and stuff, and it's just really bad.
Hey, I just had a text from Jim Lindberg. He and Carissa were both on the Zoom call. So he was just saying, like, you know, how are we going to communicate the months going forward as we try to figure out? So I know council this coming Thursday, we just decided to go virtual, but are we going to kind of just work it month by month and see what we're doing, or? Okay, so I'll just let them know. We'll contact everybody prior to the next meeting and let them.
probably ought to send a separate email, that's not part of the agenda, that the meeting is virtual, or, you know.
Yeah, sorry, I can
Oh.
start. I didn't see on there, did it say it was virtual?
It says it right on the agenda.
I
It
said
was
the agenda,
virtual?
It's right at the top of the agenda, it says, in-person for members.
In person for members and via Zoom teleconference for the public.
Yeah, so if you happen to read that, because I don't always necessarily read that. But yeah, just an email before all the meetings with a heads up would be good. So yeah, they both were
I'll
available.
start sending out reminders. Yeah, right now on Zoom, I'm just streaming the regular Boxcaster.
Okay. Very good.
Leslie.
All right, anybody else got anything for the
And-
commission?
And from Maple Leaf said, I tried to listen to planning commission meeting on the phone, heard John start to talk, then sound got cut off. I'll try to follow up later this week.
I'll send her the link.
All right, I'm trying to talk into mine.
Tom, you actually have to lean into your mic, like if you're being, no, like you have to turn it
Especially
on.
with the mask on.
Yeah,
You're not on.
Not on.
Yeah, but I'm pushing the button.
No, you just push it once.
Let it up.
you gotta let it up.
Got to stand tall.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah,
there you
now
go.
you're
I
on.
heard
See the little top hat that says on and the little squishy hat that says off?
It would be nice if you could just hold it when you're talking,
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I get, my hand's like,
I just leave mine on all the time and lean.
Sorry.
so I'm going to swear and then I go,
I assumed you were off unless you wanted to talk.
Yeah.
I just left mine on. There's a lot of chatter, it's nauseating, but,
You pushed to talk, not pushed to.
yeah.
All right, anything else? Anybody? I think we're good. I don't know if that, let me just look at something on my calendar here real quick.
I'm guaranteed to be off the whole time.
But
This says next meeting is February 8th. It's actually February 9th, just to be clear. I mean, not that,
So he's looking at 2020 calendar.
2020 calendar, yeah.
all right, nothing else? We'll motion to adjourn. All in favor? Aye. All right, good night. Thank you, everybody.
pretty good. See? It's on delay.
Solve insomnia.
So did Jim hear the whole meeting? Scott?
I don't know if he was listening or not. I know they were on Zoom. Yeah, I don't know.
Ann couldn't have heard? You said you only had it shared halfway through.
I don't know the exact minute, I'll have to check the recording and see what minute it came in, but the entire thing is on the Village of the Middlefield, Ohio YouTube channel. Like, all you have to do is press play, it's actually still going. I have to turn it off.
You know, back to Olman's thing, I really do like that PUD concept better than leaving it zoned the way it is now, because you never know if something could down the road fall through and we end up with something that is real mishmash on that corner.
Right.
That's a really important corner.
Yeah, and it's bad to have a general commercial with a bunch of non-conforming residences on it. So if he's gonna develop it residentially, we really ought to get that out of GC anyway. So that's a good development.
Yeah, nicely laid out site with a open space, could be very nice.
And if he wants to put some kind of rec center or something on there, we'll give him a variance, or I'd rather do it that way.
I think it's kind of like a Del Webb thing. So how they do it, I mean, they've got